Y'all, if I'm like talking strange or if you see one side of my mouth not moving, it's because I'm in pain. I need to get dental work done, but I just refuse to because I refuse to. I'll get it fixed myself. My body will heal itself. Said no one ever but me. I literally had pneumonia for like 4 months, and I waited till the very last second to go get help, and I should not have done that. It's funny now, but looking back, it was not funny. I was in a lot of pain. Anywho, guys, hi. How are you? How is everyone? I hope everyone is well, everybody's safe, and everybody has been reading great books. And if you are, or if you have been reading great books, drop them down in the comments below. I will add it to my ever-growing TBR. Today, I want to recommend some protective, jealous, and obsessive heroes. I didn't say that in the correct order, but you'll get the vibes. You'll know what I'm talking about. If you hear any other sounds, just ignore it. It's construction or people downstairs. This is a life that we live, I live, whatever. So yeah, let me go ahead and start with the first recommendation. I'm gonna recommend War by Laura Thalassa. This is a fantasy romance. It is the Four Horsemen series. It is the second book in that series, the Four Horsemen series. This one is about war and Miriam. Miriam is a Middle Eastern heroine, and I just love that. I just love that representation. It is set in Jerusalem, I think, or around the Middle East. War sees Miriam one day because she's like in her town and he is doing war stuff, you know what I mean? Killing and, you know, the fighting and everything. And then he's about to kill Miriam, and then he sees her because she's like not facing him. She's like running, and he's like, that's my wife. That's my wife. And it's just like, wait, what do you mean I'm your wife? And then he takes her, and the rest is history. Not really, they still have things that they need to deal with, but it's along those lines. He is very obsessive and protective. He is literally like Draco from Game of Thrones. I didn't watch Game of Thrones because I had a friend, watch how I say I had a friend, who told me like how the series is or how the first season was gonna end, and if you know, you know. And I was just like so upset. I was so hurt. I was like, why would you tell me that? So I never finished watching the series. Yeah, there it is. So I'm watching Draco, or reading Draco's story. Yeah, I'll call it that. I'm reading Draco's story because I never watched Game of Thrones. So love this book. I loved it so much more than the first one. It just had a lot more like plot, and I love their relationship, even though Miriam is very annoying. Like, girl, please, like, you already know he's about to kill everyone. Like, why are you complaining? I mean, complain, but I'm just being dramatic, y'all. But I love this book. And the second book I want to recommend to y'all is Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. This is a stalker romance. It is a dark romance. It is crazy. Like, this book is literally like insane, but I loved every single second of it. I was like talking to Mackie, I'm like, this is wild, but why do I love it? Like, why do we love the things that we love? Me and Mackie, it's very strange, but I love this romance. So the hero is stalking the heroine, like not just like little stalking, like real stalking, like tapping into her house, getting cameras, just like knowing where she is, who she's with. He's like, every time she's at the club or she's with some guy, he's like, I'm gonna kill him. And he does. He is very obsessed, like, and protective and jealous. He is all of it. I love this book. It is a really dark romance, but if you read dark romance, trust me, this is not something that's going to be like wild or too much. It's just like, it toes that line very well, I think. And it's very funny for some reason. Like, her humor, or I don't know if it's like the author's humor or the heroine's humor. Adeline or Addie, but I'm just like, this girl is a mess and I love it. Like, she's a writer, I think. They call her like the manipulator or something because she's so good at writing the stories she writes. It is just a fun time, but it's dark. Yeah, it's fun, but it's dark. That's like, just read it, guys, I promise. Even though it's long, but there's an audiobook. So now you have no reason to not read this book, yeah? So the next book I want to recommend to y'all is Mafia Mistress by Mila Finelli. So this book is about Fausto and Francesca. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. Fausto. In Portuguese, you'd say Fausto. So I don't know, Fausto, the hero. He is an older man, and she's like 19, if I'm not mistaken. He arranges for his son and her to get married because her dad owes him a favor or owes him money. It's not actually a favor, it's like he owes him money. So the dad gives her up as like payments, or yeah, in that sense. Typical mafia world. And instead of Francesca actually marrying Fausto's son, they get into a relationship because he's like kind of obsessed with her, and in like, I am so attracted to you, it's driving me crazy. He is much older than her. He is the capo of the, I couldn't even say it, I could not even pronounce it for you. It's a mafia book as well, so it's a mafia age gap, and it's not really forbidden, and it doesn't have any cheating. Looking for an older man that is obsessed with the heroine in like kind of like a I want you way, like it's driving me crazy how much I want you, then yeah, this is the book for you. And then the next book I want to recommend to y'all is Transcendence by Shay. This is it's a standalone, but there's a sequel to it. It's like a little novella. It's called Loves, but Transcendence is about this guy. His name is Ed. He is a caveman. This book is set in the prehistoric times. So we have the heroine. She kind of like wakes up, or yeah, I would say she kind of wakes up into this prehistoric time where this man can't speak English or communicate to her in like verbal way, and he is just like so cavemanish. Like, I don't even know if that's a word, but he is just set on protecting and providing for her, and it takes a while for her to kind of like get used to the life that she's in, and but when they do, it's just like so adorable. Even though like he's so frustrating a little bit, I understand him. Like, he's just so cute. He just doesn't know anything, and he doesn't kind of have boundaries. He like sees her and he's like, okay, she's my bride, I need to provide for her, I need to protect her, and she needs to have my babies. And he's just set on that mindset, and it's like, she doesn't even know your name, you guys can't even communicate, but he's so sweet, and he truly does care for her and protect her and provide for her like a caveman would back in those historic times. But yeah, I really like this book. It was just really beautiful and just a really unique book because you also get the POV from his perspective. It's not in her perspective at all. Like, the whole book is set in his perspective, and I like that, but I didn't like that, but I also really liked it. It's like a 60-40. I liked it, but I also didn't like it. Yeah. Then the next book I want to recommend to y'all is Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. This is the third book in the Devil's Night series. This book is dark. It is just crazy, and it's just like typical Penelope Douglas. I loved this series. I don't know if I like Kai or Michael, but Damien is just another character. He is this unredeemable character. The first two books, everybody hates him and you have reasons for hating him, and this book, you kind of fall in love with him and you feel bad for him. This book is about him, Damien, obviously, and Winter is blind, so you have that representation as well. She is a ballerina, and Damien does things to be in Winter's life. No matter what, does she know that it's him? Maybe not. And he does not care. He is just very, very obsessed with her. And he kind of blames her as well for what happened to him. She also blames him. There's just a lot of hate between them and a lot of misunderstanding, miscommunication. But this book is just, it's flames. It's literally just, it's flames. Like that emoji flames. It is so, so good. It is just a roller coaster ride, and I loved it. They're both equally obsessed with each other, equally obsessed with the danger that they kind of get into when they're around each other, and it's just a hot mess. And I loved it. I love this book. I love this series, even though I haven't read the last one because I don't hear too many good things about it, and I'm just gonna stay away from that. Those are all the books that I want to recommend to y'all. Let me know if there's a book that you love that kind of fits this trope. I would love to read it. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care. See y'all next time.